남규태방송 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 오늘은 2023년 6월 6일 화요일입니다. 현재 시간은 오후 10시 57분입니다. 성경공부 540회 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 성경은 에스겔 23장부터 영문으로 읽어보겠습니다. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man. There were two woman daughters of the same mother. They became prostitutes in Egypt, engaging in prostitution from their youth. In that land there priests were fondled and their virgin bosoms cursed. The older was named Ohola, and her sister was Oholiba. They were mine and gave birth to sons and daughters. Ola is Samaria and Oholiba is Jerusalem. Ola engaged in prostitution while she was still mine, and she hosted after her lovers, the Assyrians. Warriors closed in blue governors and commanders, all of them handsome young men and mounted horsemen. She gave herself as a prostitute to all the elite of the Assyrians and defiled herself with all the idols of everyone she lusted after. She did not give up the prostitution she began in Egypt when during her youth men slept with her. Caressed her virgin bosom and poured out the lust on her. Therefore I delivered her into the hands of her lovers, the Assyrians, for whom she lusted. They stripped her naked, took away her sons and daughters, and killed her with the sword. She became a byword among women, and punishment was inflicted on her. Her sister Oholiba saw this. Yet in her lust and prostitution, she was more depraved than her sister. She too lusted after the Assyrians, governors and commanders, warriors in full dress, mounted horsemen, or handsome young men. I saw that she too defiled herself. Both of them went the same way. But she carried her prostitution still further. She saw men portrayed on a wall, figures of Chaldeans portrayed in red with belts around their waists and flowing turbans on their heads. All of them looked like Babylonian chariot officers, natives of Chaldea. As soon as she saw them, she lusted after them and sent messengers to them in Chaldea. Then the Babylonians came to her to the battle whereof, and in their lust they defiled her. After she had been defiled by them, she turned away from them in disgust. When she carried on her prostitution openly and exposed her naked body, I turned away from her in disgust, just as I had turned away from her sister. Yet she became more and more promiscuous as she recalled the days of her youth when she was a prostitute in Egypt. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emission was like that of horses. So you longed for the rudeness of your youth when in Egypt you are bosom was caressed, and your young breast fondled. Therefore, O Horliba, this is what the sovereign Lord says, I will stir up your lovers against those you turned away from in this cost, and I will bring them against you from every side, the Babylonians and all the Chaldeans, the men of Pedok and Shoa and Kwa, and all those Assyrians with them. Handsome young men, all of them governors and commanders, chariot officers, and men of high rank, or mounted on horses. They will come against you with weapons, chariots, and wagons, and with a strong of people. They will take positions against you on every side with large and small shoulders and with helmets. I will turn you over to them for punishment. And they will punish you according to their standards. I will direct my jealous anger against you, and they will deal with you in ferry. They will cut off your noises and your ears, and those of you who are left will fall by the sword. They will take away your sons and daughters, and those of you who are left will be consumed by fire. They will also strip you of your clothes and take your fine jewelry. So I will put a step to the lewdness and prostitution you began in Egypt. Will not look on these things with longing or remember Egypt anymore. For this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am about to deliver you into the hands of those you hate, to those you turned away from in this coast. They will deal with you in hatred and take away everything you have worked for. They will leave you stark naked, and the shame of your prostitution will be exposed, though your lewdness and promiscuity have brought this on you, because you lusted after the nations and defiled yourself with their idols. You have gone the way of your sister, so I will put her cup into your hand. This is what the sovereign Lord says. You will drink your sister's cup. A cup large and deep, it will bring scorn and derision, for it holds so much. You will be filled with drunkenness and sorrow, the cup of ruin and desolation, the cup of your sister Samaria. You will drink it and drain it dry, and chew on its pieces, and you will tear your breast. I have spoken, declares the sovereign Lord. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Since you have forgotten me and turned your back on me, you must bear the consequences of your lewdness and prostitution. The Lord said to me, Son of man, will you judge Ohola and Oholiba? Then confront them with their detestable practices, for they have committed adultery, and brother is on their hand. They committed adultery with their idols. They even sacrificed their children whom they bore to me as food for them. They have also done this to me. At that same time, they defiled my sanctuary and desecrated my Sabbath. On the very day they sacrificed their children to their idols, they entered my sanctuary and desecrated it. That is what they did in my house. They even sent messengers for men who came from far away, and when they arrived, you pass yourself for them, applied eye makeup, and put on your jewelry. You sat on an elegant couch with a table spread before it, on which you had placed the incense and olive oil that belonged to me. The noise of a carefree cloud was around her. Drunkards were brought from the desert along with men from the river, and they put praise lists on the wrist of the woman and her sister, and beautiful crowns on their heads. Then I said about the one out by adultery, now let them ask her as a prostitute, for that is all she is. And they slept with her as men sleep with a prostitute, so they slept with those rude women. All lie and all live, but righteous judges will sentence them to the punishment of a woman who commit adultery and shed blood, because they are adulterous and blood is on their hands. This is what the sovereign Lord says: bring a mob against them and give them over to terror and plunder. The mob will stone them and cut them down with their swords. They will kill their sons and daughters and burn down their houses. So I will put an end to rudeness in the land, that all Roman they may take a warning and not imitate you. You will stop the penalty for your lewdness and bear the consequences of your sins of idolatry. Then you will know that I am the sovereign Lord. In the ninth year, in the 10th month, on the 10th day, the word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, record this data, this very data, because the king of Babylon has laid siege to Jerusalem. This very day, tell this rebellious people a parable and say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Put on the cooking pan, put it on and pour water into it. Put into it the pieces of meat or the choice pieces, drag and the shoulder. Fill it with the best of these bones. Take the pig of the flock, pile wood beneath it from the bones. Bring it to a boil and cook the bones in it. For this is what the sovereign Lord says. Woe to the city of blood shadow, to the pot now encrusted, whose deposit will not go away. Take the meter out piece by piece in whatever over it comes. For the word she shed is in the midst. She poured it on the bare rock. She did not pour it on the ground where the dust would cover it, to stir up wrath and take revenge. I put her blood on the bare rock, so that it would not be covered. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Woe to the city of blood shed. I took your pile the wood right, wood high. So heap on the wood and kindle the fire. Cook the meat well, mixing in the spice, and let the bones be cured. Then set empty pot on the coals till it becomes hot and is copper grows, so that its impurities may be melted and its deposit burned away. It has prostrated or efforts. Its heavy deposit has not been removed. Not even by fire. Now your impurity is rudeness, because I tried to cleanse you, but you would not be cleansed from your impurity. You will not be clean again until my wrath against you has subsided. I'd rather have spoken. The time has come for me to act. I will not hold back. I will not have pity, nor will I relent. You will be judged according to your conduct and your actions, declares the sovereign Lord. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, with one blow I am about to take away from you the delight of your eyes. Yet do not lament or weep or shed any tears. Groan quietly. Do not mourn for the dead. Keep your turban fastened and your sandals on your feet. Do not cover your mustache and beer or eat customary food of mourners. So I spoke to the people in the morning, and in the evening my wife died. The next morning I did as I had been commanded. Then the people asked me, "Won't you tell us what these things have to do with us? Why are you acting like this?" So I said to them, "The word of the Lord came to me. Say to the people of says, I am about to desecrate my sanctuary, the stronghold in which you take pride, the delight of your eyes, the object of your affliction, the sons and daughters you left behind will fall by the sword, and you will do as I have done. You will not cover your mustache and beard or eat customary food of mourners. You will keep your turbans on your heads and your sandals on your feet. You will not mourn or weep, but will waste away because of your sins and groan among yourselves. As EZEKIEL EZEKIEL will be a sign to you. You will do just as he has done. When this happens, you will know that I am the sovereign Lord. And you, son of man, on the day I take away their stronghold, their joy and glory, the delight of their says their hearts desire and their sons and daughters as well. On that day a fugitive will come to tell you the news. At that time your mouth will be opened, you will speak with him and will no longer be silent. So you will be a sign to them, and they will know that I am the Lord. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, set your face against the Ammonites and prophesy against them. Say to them, hear the word of the sovereign Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says, because you said, Aha, over my sanctuary when it was desecrated, and over the land of the Israel when it was laid waste, and over the people of Judah when this went into exile. Therefore, I am going to give you to the people of the east as a possession. They will set up their campus and pitch their tents among you. They will eat your fruit and drink your milk. I will turn Rabbah into a pasture for camels, and Ammon into a resting place for sheep. Then you will know that I am the Lord, for this is what the sovereign Lord says, because you have clapped your handles and stamped your feet, rejoicing with all the malice of your heart against the land of Israel. Therefore, I will stretch out my hand against you and give you as plunder to the nations. I will wipe you out from among the nations and exterminate you from the countries. I will destroy you, and you will now know. But I am the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says, because Moab and Seir said, "Look, Judah has become like all the other nations. Therefore, I will expose the flank." Of Moab, beginning at its frontier towns, Beth, Yeshimoth, Baal, Meon, and Kiriath Same, the glory of that land. I will give Moab among with the Ammonites to the people of the east as a possession, so that the Ammonites will not be remembered among the nations, and I will inflict punishment on Moab. Then they will know that I am the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says, because Adam took revenge on Judah and became very guilty by doing so. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says: I will stretch out my hand against Adam and kill both man and beast. I will lay it waste, and from Teman to Dedan, they will fall by the sword. I will take vengeance on Adam by the handle of my people Israel, and they will deal with Adam in accordance with my anger and my less develop my vengeance, declares the sovereign Lord. Says from the north. From the north, I am going to bring against Tyre Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, king of kings, with horses and chariots, with horsemen and a great army. He will ravage your settlements on the mainland with the sword. He will be gather siege workers against you, build a lamp up to your horse, and raise his shield against you. He will direct the blows of his battering lamps against your walls, and demolish your towers with his weapons. His horses will be so many that they will cover you with dust. Your walls will tremble at the noise of the warehouses, wagons, and carriers when he enters your gates as a man enter a city whose walls have been broken through. The hooves of his horses will trample all your streets. He will kill your power when the hooves of his horses will trample all your streets. He will kill your people with the sword, and your strong pillars will fall to the ground. They will plunder your wealth and loot your merchandise. They will break down your workers and demolish your fire horses and those through your stones, timber and rubber into the sea. I'll put an end to your noise, songs, and the music of your harps will be heard no more. I will make you a bare log, and you will become a piece to spread fish nests. You will never be rebuilt, for I, the Lord, have spoken, declares the sovereign Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says to Tyre will not coast renders tremble at the sound of your fall when the wounded groan and the slaughter takes place in you. Then all the princes of the coast will step down from their thrones and lay aside their robes and take off their embroidery, the garments clothed with terror. They will sit on the ground trembling every moment, play appelled at you. Then they will take a raiment concerning you and say to you, how you destroy the city of renounced people by men of the sea. You will power on the seas, you and your citizens, you put your terror on all who lived there. Now the coastlands tremble on the day of your fall. The islands in the sea are terrified at your collapse. This is what the sovereign Lord says when I make you a desolate city, like cities no longer inhabited. And when I bring the ocean depths over you and its best wastes cover you, then I will bring you down with those who go down to the pit, to the people of long ago. I will make you dwell in the earth below, as in ancient ruins, with those who go down to the pit, and you will not return or take your place in the land of the living. I will bring you to a horrible and you will be no more, you will be sought, but you will never again be found, declares the sovereign Lord. The word of the Lord came to me, son of man, take up a raiment concerning Tyre. Say to Tyre, situated at the gateway to the sea, merchant of peoples on many coasts. This is what the sovereign Lord says. You are Tyre. I am perfect in but your domain was on the high seas. Your pillars brought your beauty to perfection. They made all your time birds of juniper from Sennar. They took a cedar from Lebanon to make a mast for you. Of orcas from Bashan, they made you oars. Of cypress wood from the coasts of Cyprus, they made your deck abundant. Abundant with ivory. Five embroidered the linen from Egypt was your sail, and served as your banner. Your awnings were of blue and purple from the coast of Elisha. Men of Shadon and Albad, we are your oarsmen, your skilled men, Tyre, we are aboard as your sailors. A veteran craftsmen by Boros, we are on board as ship right to cork your seams. All the ships of the sea and their sailors came alongside to trade for your wares. Men of Persia, Lydia, and Put served as soldiers in your army. They hung their shields and helmets on your horse, bringing you splendor. Men of our bed and Hidek guarded your horse on every side. Men of Gamed, wearing your towers, they hung their shields around your walls. They brought your beauty to perfection. Her she the business because of your great wealth and goods. They exchanged silver, iron, for merchandise. With to brand business with you. Articles, errors, and purpose, over or changed, carry or avail value horses and goods for your merchandise. The man rode as a trader with you, and many coastal landers were your customers. They paid you with ivory, tusks, and ebony. Aram did business with you because of your name products. They exchanged turquoise, pearl, fabric, embroidered work, by coral, and rubies for your merchandise. Judah and Israel trade with you. They exchanged wheat from Minas and confections, honey or olive oil, and palm for your ears. Damascus did business with you because of your name, products, and great wealth of goods. they offered wine from Helbon, or from Jahar, and cask, casks of wine from Iser in exchange for your wares. Wrote Ryan, Cassie, and Kella Keramos Dedan traded in shadow blankets with you. Arabia and or the princess of Kedar will your customs. They did business with you in lambs and goats. The merchant of Sheba and Rama trade with you for your merchandise. They exchange the finest of all kinds of spices and precious stones and gold. Haran, Kane, and Eden, and merchant of Sheba, Asher, and Kilmed traded with you in your marketplace. They traded with you beautiful garments, blue fabric, embroider the work, and multi colored logos with colors twisted and tightly knotted. The ships of Tarshish serve as carriers for your whereas you are filled with heavy cargo as you sail at the sea. Your oarsmen take you out to the high seas, but the east wind will break you to pieces far out at sea. Your wares, merchandise, and wares, your mariners, sailors, and ship rights. Your merchant and all your soldiers and everyone else on board will sink into the heart of the sea on the day of your shipwreck. The shoreland also will quake when your sailors cry out. All who handle the oars will abandon their ships. The mariners and all the sailors will stand on the shore. They will raise their voice and cry bitterly over you. They will sprinkle dust on their handles and roar in ashes. They will shave their heads because of you, and will put on sackcloth. They will weep over you, will anguish of sore and with a bitter mourning, as they wail and mourn over you. They will treat of raiment co concerning you. Who was ever silences like they are surrounded by the sea. When your merchandise went out on the seas, you satisfied many nations with your gateways and your wares. You enriched the kings of the earth. Now you shatter the by the sea in the depths of the waters. Your wares and all your company have gone down with you, or who live in the coastal and appeared you, their kings shudder with horror, and their faces distorted with fear. The merchants among the nations scoff at you. You have come to a horrible end and will be no more. The word of the Lord came to me, son of man, say to the ruler of Tyre. This is what the sovereign Lord says in the pride of your heart. You say, I am God. I sit on the throne of God in the heart of the sea. But you are near more and not God. So you think you are as wise as God. You wiser than Daniel is no secret hidden from you. By your wisdom and understanding, you have gained wealth for your spirit and amassed the gold and silver in your treasuries. By your great skill in trading, you have increased your wealth, and because of your wealth, your heart has grown proud. Therefore, this is what Sovereign Lord says, because you think you wise as good. I am going to bring foreigners against you, the most ruthless of nations. They will draw their swords against your beauty and wisdom, and pierce your shining surrender. They will bring you down to the pit, and you will die violent death in the heart of the seas. With will Will you then say, I am a God in the presence of those who kill you? You will be put mortal, not God, in the hands of those who slay you. You will die at the death of the uncircumcised at the hands of foreigners. I have spoken, declares the sovereign Lord. The word of about the Lord came to me, Son of man, take up raiment concerning the king of Tyre, and say to him, this is what the sovereign Lord says. You wear the seal of perfection, full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty. You wear in favor. You will in Eden, the garden of God, every precious stone adorned you, carnelian, chrysolite, and emerald, topaz, onyx, and jasper, lapis lazuli, turquoise, and bitter. Your settings and mornings were made gold. And I expelled you, Chaldean cherub, from among the purely stones. Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the east. I made a spectacle of your before kings. By your many sins and this honest trade, you have desecrated your sanctuaries. So I made a fire come out from you, and it consumed you, and I reduced you to ashes on the ground in the sight of all who were watching. All the nations who knew you are appalled at you. You have come to a horrible and will be no more. The word of the Lord came to me, son of man, set your face against Sidon, prophesy against her, and say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against you, Sidon, and among you I will display my glory. You will know that I am the Lord when I inflict punishment on you, and within you unprovoked to be hunger. I will send a plague upon you and make blood flow in your streets. The slain will fall within you with the sword against you on every side. Then you will know that I am the Lord. No longer will the people of Israel have malicious neighbors who painful barriers and sharp tongues. Then they will know that I am the sovereign Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says. When I gather the people of Israel from the nations where they have been scattered, I will be proved wholly true them in the sight of the nations. Then they will live in their own land, which I gave to my servant Jacob. They will live free in safety and will build houses and plants vineyards. They will live in safety. When I inflict punishment on all their neighbors who malign them, then they will know that I am the Lord their God. 에스겔 28장까지 영문으로 읽어봤습니다. 성경공부 540배 방송을 여기서 종료하도록 하겠습니다. 에스겔 28장까지 영문으로 읽어봤습니다. 주기도문 기도하고 방송을 끝내겠습니다. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the everyone, for yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. 성경 공부 540회 방송을 시청해 주신 분께 감사드리겠습니다. 안녕히 계십시오.